My name is Ginger Schmallenberg. I am the Executive Director of Athens Mental Health Incorporated, known as The Gathering Place, which is a peer drop-in center for individuals with lived experience of a mental illness or a co-occurring substance use disorder. And my ACE score is actually 0. I think how understanding more, having the knowledge of ACE and how it affects me in my practice is that I look at things differently probably than I did 10 years ago when I first started working in this field. I now have this understanding that we need to meet individuals where they are. I now have an understanding that everyone has a different lens, and we don't understand. And I think I've gotten more patient. It's taught me patience. Then when I first start doing intakes, we are now calling them orientations as opposed. We try to use non-clinical language because individuals that we serve, we may be capturing them for the first time. We are like a bridge to mental health for them because we're in the community. We're in a center that is not institutionalized. It's a 3-story Victorian. It feels very much like a home. And I think just being really patient with getting to understand a person's comfort level, you have to build that trust for. And you cannot just do some sort of intake or questionnaire. You can't be clinical about it. I hate to say that, but you can't. And to really get someone to trust and talk to you, it really can be an hour or 2. And then slowly building up. You offer a person a cup of coffee, clothing that you have. There's a meal, there's bustle. We have a quiet room where a person can rest. It's just different. You have to realize you can never be annoyed at anyone. You have to understand, where are they coming from? Why do they maybe have these habits? So understanding adverse childhood reactions, I look at these individuals, I'm like, wow, what a resilient. I would not have been able to survive when I listened to their stories. There's no way I would have gotten through to be where they are now. So I think it's changed my perspective. I'm not trained as, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a psychologist or a counselor. In some ways I was a peer counselor, but it's just because they have such resilience, I have to listen to it because this is their life and this is what they're living. And to see individuals that I know that they haven't eaten for 3 days, there's barely any food, and they really have the clothes on their back, and it's not always necessarily that destitute. It could be, something else, but to see these individuals that they don't know how they're gonna be paying their rent, they don't know how they're going, if they even have a place to pay rent, but to see them enjoy karaoke, or to see them do an activity, just playing cards or playing Monopoly, and to see them laugh. And I'm like, wow, would I be able to laugh if I had no home, if I had no food? So I think there's no choice but yet for me to be resilient and to listen to their stories because they are so resilient.